Hello and happy Monday to you. Thank you so much for joining me. Now today I get to share with you a Scrapping for Less design team project using this cute little stamp set from My Favorite Things. It's called Monster Sized and has 4 of the cutest little monsters you would ever imagine in this stamp set. So today's card, I thought it'd be fun to make a really bright and bold, vivid card using this stamp set. So we're just going to jump in. Now I'm going to grab my mini Misty here, and I'm going to place a piece of white cardstock in there. I'm going to, this cardstock that I'm using is actually Neenah 80 pound classic Crest Solar White, so it's a Copic friendly paper. I am going to place 3 of the little monsters in my little stamp positioner here, and then I'm going to ink them up with my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. We are going to be coloring in these guys with my Copic markers. So I did leave the coloring in this time, but I'm also going to leave the colors for you guys that I used up in the left hand corner. But I'm going to play some music while I color these guys in, and I will catch you back when the music's done or when the coloring is done. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, my cute little wonky monsters are all finished. I'm just cleaning them up a little bit with my white gel pen. I did go outside the lines a little bit, but I'm going to take my scissors and fussy cut these guys out. And then once we have that done, I want to show you what they look like up close. They're so cute. They just look so happy. Okay, now I have a piece of Strathmore Bristol smooth cardstock here, and I have I'm going to make a blended background using my Distress Oxide inks. So I'm going to start off with some fossilized amber, and I'm going to go over the very top, heavy towards the top, and then I'm going to kind of lighten up as I go towards the middle. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch colors to the worn lipstick. Now originally I was only going to use these 2 colors, but it just kind of looked a little bit boring for me. So after I get the worn lipstick blended in, I decided to go in with some candied apple. It's a real pretty red, and I'm just going to add the candied apple to the very bottom and then kind of blend up. And I really like the rainbow effect that this gave. Once we have the candied apple down, I'm going to go over the very top part with some Twisted Citron, real bright vivid green. And then this created a real pretty rainbow effect, and I like the outcome of this way better than just the 2 colors. Just going really heavy on the end and then kind of lightening up the more I get to my fossilized amber, and then just blend them both together. Okay, lovely. I'm happy with the way that looks. Now I'm going to add some water droplets. Just using my Nuvo spritz bottle. This is a fine mist, so I actually have to spray it in my hand and add it to the paper that with my hand to get some really big droplets. But I just dried it off and then oxidized that ink a little bit. And then I used a stitched rectangle die to cut out my panel. This is going to be almost the size of my card base, just going to leave me a little bit of a white border. Okay, now I have another piece of white cardstock here, and I decided to use these dies for my favorite things. These are actually, what are they called? They are called rectangle word window frames. And they cut out little frames. There's 3 of them in a set, and I thought that would be fun just to place on this panel with the little wonky monsters sitting on top. So what I'm going to do is, eventually I'm going to pop my little frames up with some foam tape, but I thought we need to stamp our sentiment. So I chose the sentiment that says sending monster-sized love, and then I'm just going to go in with my VersaFine ink up my sentiment, and then stamp it on the longest frame that I had. I thought it would fit perfect in there. Just kind of arranging it how I would like it, and then I went ahead and added real thin strips of foam tape behind all my frames and my monsters as well. And I just stuck them to my background panel, and I love the way this turned out. It just turned out so fun. And the sun's peeking in. I'm going to eventually close my blinds so you guys don't get that glare. But I have a white card base here. It's a standard A2 size card base. I'm just going to adhere my panel to my card base. And then I'm going to go over my little monster eyes with some glossy accents. And then I'm going to add some clear sequins just for a little bit of shimmer on my card. This stamp set is available at Scrapping for Less. I'll leave links below to where you can check it out. But I hope this gives you an idea on how to use all of your little monster stamps. And if you don't have these sentiment dies, what would work great too is your stitched rectangle dies would work the same way. But here's where I'm going in with, these are not sequins, they're actually confetti, clear confetti. But I'm just adding different sizes around my little monsters. And that is it. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys. At the end here, there's close-ups. And again, links will be below. Let me know what you think by leaving me a comment. And if you're new and want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Have a fantastic day, guys, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.